Meghan Markle's recent interview on CBS's Sunday Morning was supposed to be a straightforward opportunity to highlight her latest charitable initiative. Instead, it became a chaotic and poorly executed event, exposing glaring issues in planning, promotion, and Meghan's ongoing struggles with public perception. The interview was plagued from the start by a series of missteps that could have been avoided with more attention to detail. Meghan seemed to expect Gayle King, Oprah Winfrey's close friend, to be the interviewer. However, the show is actually hosted by Pauley, a fact that Meghan's team apparently overlooked. This mix-up set the tone for the rest of the interview, creating an atmosphere of confusion and awkwardness that permeated the entire segment. Adding to the misjudgment, Meghan insisted that the interview air on her birthday, believing that this timing would amplify its impact. CBS advised against this, recommending a fall airing to maximize viewership. However, Meghan's team pushed for the birthday broadcast, resulting in the interview being overshadowed by other, more widely viewed programs. The decision to air on her birthday, a move likely intended to center the narrative around her, backfired spectacularly. Instead of a triumphant spotlight, the interview landed with a thud, failing to engage the audience as intended. Compounding these issues was a series of promotional blunders. CBS found itself having to scramble after Meghan's team made last-minute, unapproved changes, forcing the network to alter its promotional strategy. This lack of coordination further weakened the interview's performance, making it difficult for CBS to build the momentum needed for a successful broadcast. At the heart of the interview was Meghan's desire to discuss her work with the Archewell Foundation. Yet, even here, the narrative was fraught with difficulties. The foundation has been criticized for its perceived lack of genuine commitment, with reports suggesting that Meghan spends minimal time on its activities. This perception of superficiality was reinforced by the interview, where Meghan's enthusiasm seemed more performative than sincere. The disconnect between her stated goals and the execution of those goals was stark, casting doubt on the effectiveness and authenticity of her charitable efforts. Public reaction to the interview was predictably harsh. Meghan, who has faced considerable backlash in the media, appeared blindsided by the negative reception. Despite repeated failures in her media ventures, she continues to be surprised by the public's response, indicating a troubling disconnect between her self-perception and how she is viewed by the public. This interview debacle is just the latest in a series of missteps by Meghan Markle and her team, revealing a fundamental misunderstanding of the media landscape and public relations strategies. Rather than adapting to previous feedback, Meghan seems to be repeating the same mistakes, expecting different results. The insistence on controlling every aspect of her narrative, from the timing of the interview to the promotional materials, without considering expert advice, has consistently led to underwhelming outcomes. As Meghan continues to navigate her post-royal life, the gap between her intentions and public reception grows wider. The failure of this interview highlights not just a poorly executed media appearance, but a deeper issue of misalignment between Meghan's aspirations and the realities of public engagement. If she and her team do not learn from these repeated missteps, they risk further alienating the very audience they seek to influence and inspire.